Sometimes it's hard to even come to the realization that like you need support or that you need help, but at St. Ambrose it's abundantly available.
I have severe testing anxiety, so that's been the biggest hitch for me just for schooling. So I had to just learn a lot of just new strategies coming into St. Ambrose on how to become a successful test taker. I've used the Student Success Center, and they just help you with a paper or just any topic that you're struggling with.
I use it to help me prepare for my test, or just really to keep my brain going with stuff I'm learning in class. I know a lot of people don't like asking for help, but I would say if you have a teacher that you feel comfortable with, that you really like, use them first to get the connections. That's what I did. I used Dr. Sarah for everything.
I was an instructor for her in her first semester here. It's a first-year student class, and we encourage students to develop relationships with each other, with me if that's comfortable for the student, but then also with other faculty and staff across the university.
Having supportive teammates, coaches, and then my professors as well, just having that solid support group around me, it's just been awesome.
Sometimes a kid goes to class on Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 50 minutes. We see our kids every single day for multiple hours usually, so we have to create those relationships. We have to talk to our students, and making sure they're comfortable and they have everything they need is very, very important.
Professors aren't going to think less of you at all for coming forward and advocating for your instructional needs.
Dr. Blaz, he's my academic advisor, and he has always been so accommodating of my needs and always asks me how I'm doing and has a genuine interest not only in me as a student academically, but as an individual. And I think largely because of his support, it's allowed me to be as successful as I'd like to think that I am. So I have oculocutaneous albinism type 1B with congenital nystagmus. So this condition has left me visually impaired. When I was applying to colleges, I looked at about 12 different schools. So the Student Disabilities Office, or here they call it the Accessibility Resource Center, that was kind of one of my higher priorities. At whatever school I looked at, I wanted to make sure that my needs, since they are different from your average learner, that they would be accommodated and met.
One of my struggles in high school was just keeping up with the workload and staying on task. I use the ARC. It's also for people that struggle academically, and I use that resource quite often. Usually when I go into there, I'm pretty stressed out and I'm nervous as well, but when I leave there, it's always like a breath of fresh air, and don't be scared to reach out for help.